What is up? It's Bob from Home Cook Basics. So I got a great one for you today. We're gonna make chicken Florentine. Now the first time I made this recipe, I was really shocked at how rich and decadent it is. It's really good. The Parmesan cheese is amazing in this dish. It's not something you probably cook all the time, but it's really good for like a date night. So the first thing we're gonna do is prep some ingredients. It's always smart to prep them before you cook, so it'll be nice and easy while you're cooking. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut up some shallots. I got a video specifically on this, but cut that end off. And just gonna slice these really fine. Next, we just wanna make sure we cut up some garlic. Love garlic. I think garlic should go in almost every dish. We're gonna go pretty fine because we're not gonna saute it for like way too long, so it's not gonna be sauteed for a long time. And then we're gonna grate up some fresh Parmigiano Reggiano. Now this stuff is not all the same. Do not buy it in a package or that powdered container. Buy a chunk of it, grate it yourself. You'll be shocked at how good it is. And this Reggiano stuff only comes from Italy. So if it's made in the United States, it's not the right stuff. So you want Parmigiano Reggiano. My recipe calls for about a half a cup. You also want to save yourself some to put on top if you want it later on the dish. It goes really good. So now that we got this prepped, all we got to do is prep the chicken. And then we're going to have all the ingredients ready to cook. All right, so now we're going to take 2 chicken breasts and we're going to make them more into manageable pieces. So I'm not a big fan of like flattening it. So I'll cut that tenderloin off. Like I don't like to hammer the chicken. So the thicker part, this is about the thickness I'm going for, about a ½ inch. So that piece is gonna stay like that. And then this one's thicker. So I'm gonna pretty much cut this one in half the widthways. That's kind of giving me ½ inch thick pieces. So after we cut them up, we're just gonna throw a little bit of kosher salt on them right now while we got them here. So sprinkle some salt on those. You don't have to go too crazy because that Parmesan is really gonna give it some salt. All right, so that's all the main ingredients. So we have some flour here. We're gonna use the flour to dredge the chicken. We got our Parmigiano Reggiano. We have heavy cream and we have some chicken stock. And I'm sad to say the chicken stock is not my homemade chicken stock. I usually have some, but there wasn't any in the freezer, so this is actually store-bought chicken stock. I'm gonna create a recipe really soon on how to make chicken stock. We have the garlic and shallots that we already chopped up, ready to go. I got the butter, cold butter, make sure it's real butter, no margarine, anything like that. And this is real butter. Look at your butter. Make sure it's just heavy. It's just cream. And then we got spinach. I buy this pre-packaged stuff. I know it's not so great in the plastic, but the beauty of it is it's already washed and ready to go. So if your spinach isn't washed, make sure you wash it. And we have some white wine. I'm not a big white wine fan. I'm really a red fan guy, but it really goes good in this recipe. You got to do white wine. So pour yourself a glass. The best part's coming. I love cooking. Oh, and I wanted to say, this is a little bit of a celebration. This weekend, right when I'm doing this recipe, I'm probably gonna hit 1,000 subscribers on my channel. I'm really excited about this, and I wanna thank you guys for subscribing and sharing it with people you knew and growing it. I'm really excited about 2021 and what the channel's gonna do. Cheers. All right, so now we're gonna cook. So we want to put the burner on like medium-high heat. And while that's heating up, we're going to dredge the chicken. And one thing I didn't share with you guys is I cut up the spinach. I cut up a ½ cup of spinach so we could put that in the sauce to make it look a little bit better instead of just all that plain old beige color. And one other thing is I took some of those stems off. That spinach had a lot of big stems in it. So just going to simply dredge each side. And what this is going to do is just going to help the chicken crisp up a little bit and give it a nice color. That's going to help with the flavor of the chicken. So I can start to feel the heat on that pan. Chicken's all ready. Add some olive oil. You want to get a good amount in that pan. You can tell the pan's already hot because how quickly that oil's moving around on it. Then you're going to go ahead and add your chicken. And while I let that go, I'm going to get rid of this flour and all the raw chicken. I got all the ingredients over here like we talked about. Get them ready so they're ready to go. All right, now we got that nice brown color. That's what we're looking for. So they are, I want to put the bigger piece here in the middle. Then go ahead and flip all the chicken. So my next house, when I build a house, I'm definitely going to do gas. Well, I'm tired of this electric. So we're getting pretty close on one side. And just remember, that browning, and that's the flavor. So we got a few things here when we're trying to create the flavor, right? We got fat creates flavor, and acid creates flavor. That's going to be the wine. And then the heat, that's this browning of the chicken. So that's important to get this flavor going. A little bit of fat. I mean, there's not much fat from this breast meat, which, you know, it's kind of a bummer because I love chicken fat. But a little bit of fat in that pan. Probably more fat with the olive oil. And nothing worse than like chicken that's like overcooked. I'm gonna give it another minute here, and then we're gonna pull this chicken. And then any residual cooking will be done when we get the sauce going. All right, so we got that brown color that we're looking for. We're just gonna go ahead and get this chicken off the heat. Just gonna pull the chicken, we're gonna set it aside. And then we're gonna keep cooking in this pan. All those bits in the bottom, that's flavor, right? So the next step, we're gonna add our garlic and shallots. Now we're really gonna get those smells going. We're also gonna add a nice big stick of butter. This is like 2 tablespoons of butter. It's gonna add some of that flavor that we're talking about. It's gonna add that fat. We didn't get much fat from this chicken, so we're gonna get the fat from this butter. Oh, that smell is amazing. The garlic and the shallots. Now, if you don't have shallots, you could always use any type of onion. You could use a sweet onion, a white onion, even red onion would work great. All right, as you see, it's starting to really brown on the bottom of that. So you gotta keep an eye on that. Just keep letting the shallots and that garlic cook. Get that smell and that aroma going. Now guys, if you're not into the wine or you got little kids you want to give this to and you're afraid about burning off the alcohol, you can always just use a chicken stock. You could skip the wine. It does add some great flavor to this, but it's not, you know, something you have to do. All right, we're gonna add the wine. We're gonna add just about like half a cup. And as that goes, it's gonna start releasing all that fond on the bottom. That's the flavor, right? That browning bits. It's got that flour in there and some bits of that chicken. So we're trying to release that from the pan. As you can see it's all off the pan now. So after we simmered that white wine for a little bit, and we really got all that fond off that bottom, allowed some of that alcohol to burn off, you're gonna add that chicken stock. I let that go for a minute, let it come up to a little bit of a boil. So now that we're getting a light simmer there, I'm going to go ahead and add my cream. Try to get it all spread out within the dish, in the pan. Now watch your heat on here. You don't want to get it too hot. You want to check the bottom of the pan and make sure that that cream is not burning on the bottom. So right now I got nothing. Feels nice and smooth. It's still really liquidy. It's just starting to simmer a little bit. You can see those bubbles. I'm going to add my Parmesan. And let that go. Now the idea here now is we're trying to thicken that sauce. So some of that flour actually, from when we brown that chicken, it's going to help thicken this sauce a little bit. The cheese is going to help it thicken this sauce. I mean, we don't want a really thick sauce, but we don't want it super runny either. I'm going to add some ground pepper. Now this is to taste. Like, if you like a lot of pepper, add it. If you don't go too crazy. Now what you want to do at this stage is you want to check this sauce, okay? So give it a good stir. And then check it. We're looking for if it's salty enough. I think it's perfect. So there's definitely enough salt in there. I don't want to do any more salt. There was enough salt in that Parmesan. Before I let it simmer and thicken up a little bit, I'm going to add some spinach. Now this spinach is just to add a little bit of color to the sauce. So when you put it on top of the chicken, it doesn't look so bland. I really enjoy adding a little bit of color to it. So let it go for a minute, let it simmer a bit, let it go until it thickens, but don't let it burn. All right, so I added the chicken back into that sauce. As you can see, it's starting to already thicken up really good. Man, this is going to be delicious. You see the browning on the side? We are ready to go. Just pull it right off the heat. Now on that same burner, or you could use another burner, but I'm doing video, so I got to keep it in frame here. Get another pan hot. And what we're doing now is we're going to create the spinach bed that we're going to put that delicious chicken Florentine right on top of it. So we just got the pan on medium heat. Add a tablespoon of butter. So get it kind of hot. Then go ahead and add your spinach. Now this isn't going to take much. We're just looking to saute it. That heat is going to bring it down really quickly. So let it go a little bit. Add a little salt. A little fresh pepper. Now that's it. That's ready to go. And we're going to go ahead and plate this dish. All right, guys. Before the best part, I forgot to ask you guys, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and like the video. So this is the best part we're going to serve. So we're going to first put off like a little bed of spinach on the bottom. Now get into that chicken Florentine. Oh, that sauce, it's thickened up. Perfect. Add a little more sauce. All right, let's get into this. Oh yeah, a little bit of spinach. Chicken in that sauce. Wow. That is so good. You get the creaminess of that sauce with the butter. You get the delicious garlic. You get the freshness of the spinach. The cream sauce. The shallots. It all comes together. It is delicious. Try this next time you have a date night. It'll be great on a spaghetti or a linguine or something like that. And that's it. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time on Home Cook Basics.